We fucked up the audio again. OBS disconnected the mic without me knowing it, because the red light was on the whole time. Did not assume. I don't know when that disconnected, but it did. So now you get to just hear me post video commenting about it. As we're going to the tour goals, it's going to be a 4-man tournament to see who takes on Genichiro Tenryu as for his first ever title defense. It's going to be Toshiaki Kawada and Yoshinori Ogawa in the first TV of the tour, and Sansa Fukai and Kenta Kobashi in the second tour. Those two will have their match, the winners, on the Week 3 TV, which will be Toshiaki Kawada and Kenta Kobashi, which then Toshiaki Kawada will win, and he'll go on to take on Genichiro Tenryu in the main event of the Summer Action Series 1989 show. As far as the other tour goals, we want to make sure the pops and the pops are in the A's now. We want to make that into the A+ in the upcoming future tours. Once we come back from this tour and into the rest of 1989 and into the end of the series, we want to make sure that's at an A+. That's really what we're hoping for, at least. As then we have Akira Maeda. He's coming back, so that's huge. So he's going to be a big part of hopefully All Japan coming back from losing his MMA fight. Hopefully it goes over well and he doesn't get his shit kicked in or anything like that. As we're going to try out Gary Albright and John Tenta as a team. Shout out Ian Graham. Let's hope it is a great team. As we're probably going to go into the pop now. Yeah, we're going to show it. So now, yeah, there it is. An A. Huge stuff there. Hell yeah. As, you know, again with the John Tenta and Gary Albright team, which, you know, at the time of recording, we were hoping it'd be a great fucking team, but as you'll see, that's going to work out very, very well. As we're going to consider not cutting needed people. Our roster is pretty huge right now. We have the money to pay for all these people, but at the same time, we want to make sure that people are being used and whatnot. As, you know, there's a couple of people, like Norman Smiley, Samu Teranishi, a couple other people that was just kind of like, we don't really need those guys around anymore. As far as the actual card goes, we do have that one last TV main event. Genichiro Tenryu, Toshiaki Kawada, Kenta Kobashi, and Hisagatsu Oya versus Jumbo Tsuruta, Kira Taue, Tiger Mask 2, and Masabu Fuchi. As far as the actual Summer Action Series 1989 show, Magic Dragon versus Dr. Wang Jr., little junior heavyweight matchup to open up the show. Killer Khan versus John Tenta. Obviously, if the team works out, this becomes a tag match, which you'll see it does. Fujiwara Gumi, Bad News Allen, Al Snow, and Yamazaki going to take on Atsushi Onita, Terry Funk, and Mike Awesome of Heavy Metal. Kensuke Sasaki and Hiroshi Hase, two men no strangers to each other, going to go at it one-on-one again. Hopefully, you know, it's going to look for Kensuke Sasaki to get his win back against Hase during their singles matches at the Champion Carnival this year, where the winner of that went on to be in the Champion Carnival was Hiroshi Hase. The Revolution versus Ishin Gun, a 6-man tag of Sansa Fukai, Hisagatsu Oya, and Hiro Saito against Ishin Gun of Anna Mamaguchi and Jun Kikuchi. The Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, and Super Strong Machine going to take on Fujiwara Gumi, Masagatsu Funaki, Minoru Suzuki, and Akira Maeda. The Malenko Brothers and Owen Hart are going to take on Kenta Kobashi, Toshiaki Kawada, and Yoshinori Ogawa. That's going to be a huge team in the future. Obviously, right now being the Revolution, but there's going to be, might be the last time you see those 6-man groups being in the Revolution. As Jumbo Tsuruta, Tiger Mask 2, and Akira Taue gets Stan Hansen, Teddy DiBiase, and Dory Funk Jr. So a lot of 6-mans, obviously. And then we're getting to the title matches. The All Japan All Asia Tag Team title match of Mr. Pogo, Cactus Jack against the British Bulldogs. Masabu Fuchi is going to take on Jushin Thunder Liger and the All Japan Junior Heavyweight title matchup. And then Riki Choshu and Yoshiaki Yatsu are going to take on Super Vader and Terry Gordy in an All Japan World Tag Team title matchup. And then obviously we talked about the main event, Toshiaki Kawada, Genichiro Tenryu, All Japan Triple Crown Heavyweight title match. As far as the first day, we're going to do a promo promoting the 4-man tournament of Tenryu. He's going to want to show the wrestling world, maybe not just All Japan, but the wrestling world, why his Revolution is the best, and he wants to prove it with this 4-man tournament to see who he gets to face in his first defense. He wants to face someone of his Revolution. As, there's a lot more left of the video, so we'll probably just cut all this. What is going to happen is to save time, because really I'm kind of short on time right now. We're not going to show me booking shit, because now it's going to be post-ish. We did it that one time where this fucked up again. It sucks that now it's been 21 episodes of this happened twice. Very, very shitty. This one, I'll say this is not my fault. I'm going to take the blame on OBS on this one. Not like the first one where the red light wasn't on. I just didn't see it. It's a very shitty thing. But, it is what it is. So now we're going to just jump into what day one was, and we'll run that show, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, day one show, let's run it, as the Summer Action Series is underway. Here we go. We had to save it, of course, like we always do. And why don't you look at that? John Tenta and Gary Albright. Excellent chemistry together. Iron Graham, you beautiful bastard. You did it. You cracked the code. As what a team that is going to be. As afterwards, thought of the team name just on the spot was just the natural disasters from the WWF, obviously with Earthquake and Typhoon. Gary Albright being the Typhoon, the John Tenta's Earthquake. I just figured that was a great name, or at least a perfect name for this. First show is going to be at Budokan 2, as you see, 16,500 people, and that's kind of like a new little tradition thing. As you know, it's not a bad match, a 71B- for it being what it is. I mean, that could have been a lot worse, as far as just, with Akuma and Takagi in there. But the two teams have excellent chemistry, and it worked out pretty well. A 71B-. We will gladly take that. Obviously, now with John Tenta and Gary Albright showing excellent chemistry together, most of the ratings will be up pretty high now. As the Minoru Suzuki and Eddie Guerrero, Minoru Suzuki wins at 9:34 with a heel hook. 78B, Minoru Suzuki with an 86, Eddie with a 58. Just an easy little win for Minoru Suzuki there. Nothing too crazy. Just a little opener match. Hell yeah. And then Animal House and Jado and Geto. As Animal House gets the win with Animal Yamaguchi pinning Jado with the airplane spin into a Samoan drop. As an 82 from Animal Yamaguchi, 75 from Jado, 72 from Geto, and a 57 from Isamu Tiranishi. An 83B+, that's not bad at all. Even with Animal Yamaguchi being off his game. I believe we do this again on day 2, but this time Jado and Geto get the win. This is kind of what we're talking about there. Then just Hisagatsu Oya beating Tarzan Goto, snapback suplex, 12:54. Hisagatsu with a 69, and Tarzan Goto with a 67. Nice. Just a little easy little match. Both guys were kind of minor negatives, so just someone had to win. As Takano Nagano defeat Anjo and Kikuchi, 16:29. Takano pinning Anjo after the double knee drop. 96 from Nakano, 88 from Takano, a 81 from Anjo, and a 74 from Tsuyoshi Kikuchi. 92 match, I mean, that's very good for, having that. As then a 6-man tag, Legion of Doom. It's Fujiwara Gumi, Bad News Allen, Masagatsu, Funaki, and Al Snow. As Masagatsu pins Too Cold Scorpio with a backdrop suplex. We have a 96 from Hawk, 92 from Animal, 90 from Masagatsu. Just really some good stuff there. Then we're going on to the 6-man of Akira Taue, Masabu Fuchi, Tiger Mask 2, Jushin Thunder Liger, and the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs and Liger teams kind of just like thrown together in there. I get a better team for Liger later on. It's the team that actually happens in the future type of thing. But that's a 96A. Plus, we'll gladly take that as a co-main event match. That's really some great stuff. Dynamite Kid is on fire with a 97. Liger with a 96. That was fucking crazy. Choshu. And what does this? Gets 100 A+. Jesus Christ. Genichiro Tenryu with a power bomb on Killer Khan in 2006. As what a win for the Revolution, and what a match. I mean, that A+, that 100. It's so crazy now that we're getting hundreds. It's just, that's what happens. 2 years in, you start to get them now. You're starting to figure it out. The roster's coming together really well. Getting 100. Hell yeah. And then the little promo. He's proving that the Revolution is the best. As we get a 98 A+, we will gladly take that. That's a great way to kick off the show. As who's going to get put over here? Obviously, Liger with that 96. That was pretty crazy. Then Dynamite Kid. And probably Tenryu, maybe. Let's see what we got. Yeah, going with Tenryu with the 100 match. Since he got the win. Hell yeah. Giving Liger the hug. Nailed it. Alright, then on to day 2. As that was a great way to kick off the tour. Always great to have a 100 match rating on a show. Hell yeah. So then, yeah, on to day 2. We'll catch you guys there. As we gotta push Maito. I don't know why Maito wasn't pushed to begin with. There we go. Now you push him. Then on to day 2 we go. As day 2 of the Summer Action Series tour. Gotta save it. Let's run the show. Here we go. Too Cold Scorpion and Eddie Guerrero. Kind of no strangers to each other. That's always kind of been a pre-show match. Too Cold getting the win with Scorpio Splash in 10:26. Too Cold with a 72. Eddie Guerrero with a 58. Then Ricky Morton and Maria Hanaga. This is just given, both guys kind of not really being on the card. Just throw them on there for the tour. Hanaga with a 76. Mike Awesome and Akira Taue, the opener. It's Taue getting the win in 10:02. Way to go, Akira Taue getting a little easy win. As Jado and Geto and Animal House 2 again, like we said, Jado and Geto this time getting the win with Geto with the Geto clutch submission hold as over Isamu Teranishi. That gets an 81 though, compared to the 83 that happened earlier. That was kind of weird with Animal Gucci being off his game too, for this to be a little lower. Kind of didn't make sense. But it is what it is. It's still somewhat in the same ballpark. As then the Natural Disasters versus Rukai, Jinamaide, and Oe. They get the win with Gary Albright with a snap full Nelson suplex. Hell yes. Now we got John Tenda, Gary Albright. Established team. We'll see how far they can go. This is in the Osaka Dome too. 45,000 people on hand for the show. My gosh, and then into this 8-man tag of the Malenko brothers, Owen Hart and Doi Funk Jr. against Ishin Gunna, Kensuke Sasaki, Kaki Kobayashi, and Jun Kikuchi, as Dean Malenko gets the win over Kikuchi with a Texas Cloverleaf. That gets a 92, as this is, again, you see Kensuke Sasaki, too, is on fire with a 91, Dean Malenko and whatnot. And there's another 100, back-to-back 100s for Teddy DiBiase, Stan Hansen in the Revolution, as, back-to-back 100 matches on back-to-back shows. Great to see that, as, Stan Hansen and Teddy DiBiase. What a fucking team. Teddy DiBiase with 100, Tenryu with 100. Even with Hisagatsu being in this match, it was 100. That's so weird. It shows you how awesome Teddy DiBiase, Stan Hansen are, and then Genichiro Tenryu too. To get 100 when someone was the weak link in a match, that's fucking crazy. As then into this, almost 100, a 99. What a great 1-2 punch of the main event as Fujiwara Gumi against Heavy Metal with Maeda getting the win. Capture suplex on Mr. Pogo as making it his return to All Japan. After his MMA fight, and he's doing pretty well for himself in the 90s, low 90s, but still we will gladly take that as he gets a capture suplex, getting the win, as a big win too for Fujiwara Gumi in general to get, a little bounce back of what they've been doing, not really been the main picture, and that's a 98, A+, almost a 99 A plus show, rather, as Teddy DiBiase, of course, who get 100, probably Tenryu, who got 100, as then we get old Stan Hansen as well, so pretty much everyone in that 100 match getting put over, so that makes sense for the time being there, as I believe it should be the TV that's next. Don't want to quote myself and it be wrong, as we shall see. Someone else, pay raise for Kensuke Sasaki, of course, he's on fire, he's getting the push, we got the money to do it anyways. Hell yeah, and Jado's gonna be a star, according to Kensuke Sasaki. He might be right on that. Yep, onto the TV it is. Alrighty. Alright, the first week of TV, we know the main event. Tosha Kawada, Yoshinobu Gal, but first the pre-show match. Mike Awesome and Eguro do a draw, double count out. So they're kind of on the same level, so I didn't want to give someone to win. If I would have had to give someone to win, obviously Eddie. He's doing like, mid-60s and whatnot. That was a TV intro. 81 for the Natural Disaster Jado Ghetto match, with Natural Disasters getting the win. Earthquake Splash. Both teams did pretty much the same. So that's, that's pretty solid. Obviously for Jado and Ghetto, more impressive for them have just debuted earlier in the year. And in this 6-man tag, it's a 90A. Ishingun, Legion of Doom, obviously. Choshu, Yatsu, Super Vader, and Terry Gordy, they're going to have their title match upcoming, so that's kind of building up to this. Kensuke Sasaki getting a lariat win over the Super Strong Machine. Gets a 90A. Yatsu with a 95. He's been on fire. Same thing with Super Vader. He's just been on a tear, as Choshu's doing well. Really, Kensuke Sasaki, again, just been incredible. In the main event, you get to the 88B+. Lack of psychology dropped it down a bit, but both guys did really well, doing 90s there. You just gotta love the young talent of the Revolution. So that gets an 88B+ on the TV show. Hell yeah. So obviously very quick. This episode's gonna be very, very quick. Again, apologize in advance for that, but I'm fucking no holds barred, son. Getting second in the box office smash. Hell yeah. Fucking no holds barred. Classic. Alright, and then on to the second week, and then on to day 3 of the Summer Action Series tour. Hell fucking yeah. And then I'm like, oh, is it 5 days? Is it 6 days? It's 6. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. It's 5. But there we go. On to day 3 we go. Hell yeah. Day 3 of the Summer Action Series tour. Let's get it. Here we go. So the pre-show, we have Heavy Metal of Mike Awesome, Ricky Fuji against Eddie Guerrero, Ricky Morton. It's Eddie and with Mike Awesome pinning Ricky Morton with an Awesome Bomb. Probably the wrong move in hindsight, but Ricky Morton's going to be gone after this tour anyways. So it doesn't really matter, as Jado and Ghetto get the win over Blue Demon Jr. and Dr. Wagner Jr. as they Ghetto clutch on Blue Demon Jr. Obviously, Dr. Wagner Jr. pulling his weight for sure, being the goddamn man, getting that 88. As, both guys doing better than Blue Demon Jr. and Jado and Ghetto. And then into Anjo and Kikuchi against Tarzan Goto and Mr. Pogo, with Anjo and Kikuchi getting the win, Anjo pinning Tarzan Goto. As, they outperformed... they outperformed Tarzan Goto, but Mr. Pogo outperformed was kind of weird. Kind of right decision, maybe wrong decision, who knows. Then, in the All Japan, All Asia Tag Team title matchup, the British Bulldogs defeat the Natural Disasters. That gets a 98A+. The fucking British Bulldogs are getting hundreds. They really don't need the All Asia Tag Team titles, but at this point, it's like, let's keep the streak going. Let's just keep it going. We're going to try to give them as many title defenses as we can. This is, what a fucking team. Understatement of the year. And also, John Tenta and Gary Albright coming together really well. The 6-man matchup of the All Japan Army in Heavy Metal, as Tiger Mask 2 defeats Tsushima with a Tiger Driver. Jumbo killing it, Tiger Mask 2 killing it. Terry Funk is still killing it at like 50. I think he's 51, maybe he's not, maybe not even in 50s, maybe he's like 48, 49, something like that. So he's up there though for sure. Then the 8-man tag here of it's a double DQ. Want to keep both teams kind of pretty much over. We don't want to have anybody from Legion of Doom lose. We don't have at least Ishingun of Riki Choshu, Yatsu, and Kensuke Sasaki to lose. Hindsight, we could have had someone beat Amon Baguchi. That would have been perfectly fine. But we kept it safe. We just double DQ'd it and made sure both teams were pretty much relatively kept over as whatnot. So it's a 90, doesn't increase our pop, doesn't take away anything from our pop. So, at this point, it is what it is. You got to have like a 95 plus show to gain any pop. Obviously, the Bulldogs are going to get put over. And then probably Yatsu. He's been killing it this whole tour pretty much since he's been back. Hell yeah. Good shit. And then on to day 4. I don't want to speak at school. Oh, that's the TV, so I'm glad it is the TV. On to the TV we fucking go. As I believe we re-upped Maeda too, because he's on just a pay-per-print deal. I don't think he's on a touring contract or whatnot. So yeah, on to the TV we go. Alright, the Week 2 TV. Let's run it. as the Natural Disasters defeat Tarzan Goto and Mr. Pogo. Gear Albright pinning Tarzan Goto with a snap full Nelson suplex. Now both guys are doing pretty much in the 80s as far as Gear Albright and John Tenta go. That's fucking crazy. You know, just as far as how quickly they've improved over just this short amount of time. Obviously the TV intro. Then Hase defeating Super Strong Machine 88 for Hiroshi Hase. No surprise there, getting the win with Northern Light Suplex. As the Bulldogs defeat Jado and Geto, defense number 7 of the All Japan All Asia Tag Team titles again. Hundreds for the British Bulldogs. Unbelievable. That gets an 86B+. Then the main event, Kenta Kobashi, Samson Fukai gets a 96A+. Orange Crush getting the win. A 90 for Kenta Kobashi, 88 for Samson Fukai, and it gets a 96A+. Not sure how that adds up, but we'll take it in the 92A. So now it is set. Kobashi, Kawada, going to be the main event of the Week 3 TV to see who's going to take on Genichiro Tenryu at the Summer Action Series final show, which again will be Toshiaki Kawada. That should be a hell of a match nonetheless. And now on to the Week 3 of the tour and also the month of June is the Crusher. Honor to getting into the AWA Hall of Fame. Bad News Allen asking for, oh no, we re-up him. I thought he was just going to ask for more money. There we go. Fujiwara Guma going to stay around for a little bit longer. As hell yeah, on to day 4 we go. Let's get right into it. Day 4. Let's run it. See what we get. As the pre-show match, Al Snow and Tetsuya Nagano, who's a new member of the roster. Tetsuya Nagano was on excursion, now he's back. We picked him up. He was a part of New Japan's kind of Young Lion system. He's pretty much his idol is Akira Maeda, so that's why he's going to be in Fujiwara Gumi. Magic Dragon and Eddie Guerrero. Magic Dragon gets the win with a rolling sleeper. That gets an 83B+. Two Cold Scorpio and Super Strong Machine versus the Natural Disasters. Natural Disasters getting the win. Earthquake Splash by John Tenta on Super Strong Machine. Pretty much everyone did about the same there, so I mean that's 81. We'll take it. As not enough selling shown too, that hurt it. It's Terry Funk and Cactus Jack defeat Jado and Geto, with Terry Funk pinning Jado with a pile driver. As what a great match for Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, and Jado and Geto too. That got a 91. And Akira Maeda and Atsushi Onita gets a 98A+. Jesus Christ, capture suplex, getting the win for Akira Maeda. Really his first singles match back in All Japan, and he gets a big win with a great match. And the main event, 6-man tag of the Revolution, and then Toshiaki Kawada and Kenta Kobashi as Jumbo through to Tiger Mask 2 and Akira Taue. As Tenryu pins Taue with a power bomb, 22-44. What a goddamn match. 99A+, obviously with Tenryu teaming up with who might be his future opponent. Whoever wins it, obviously going to be Kawada, as we all know. And then 97A+. I mean, we've had some big-ass shows. You know, we've had a 98, we've had 2 97s. We've had 2 100s on the tour. This has been crazy. A crazy fucking tour so far for the Summer Action Series. My goodness. My goodness. All right. As again, I believe it is the TV. I believe. Don't want to speak out of school again like I did earlier. We shall see. As I think it's TV. Yes, it is. Nailed it. Alright, on to the TV. We go for Week 3. Big-ass main event. Toshiaki Kawada, Kenta Kobashi. Alright, Week 3 of the TV has Tetsuya Nagano and Eddie Guerrero. They have a 64. Little pre-show match. Eddie gets the win with the frog splash. Nagano with a 44. Eddie with a 64. Al Snow and Jushin Liger gets the win with a Liger bomb. Could have been a really good match, honestly, if there had not been a lack of psychology. Probably got a B+. But B+ here, 83 B+ for the Revolution and Footloose. Too little, what could have been type of thing. A little Footloose, Revolution, the people Revolution colliding as Tenryu gets the win, pinning Samson Fukai with a powerbomb. That was just a little fun little, kind of the stable war of the Revolution here. Just kind of, you didn't get to face me one-on-one, but you get to face me in a tag with Hizugetsu. Oh, yeah. As then the main event gets a 99 A+. Jesus Christ. High angle power bomb. Toshiaki Kawada defeats Kenta Kobashi. My goodness. What a match. And especially for, both guys doing, pretty much lowish compared to what a 99A is. Like, no one even did above a 95. And then, Tenryu comes out, praises both guys, and, locks eyes with Kawada. They know what's going to happen. That gets a 94A. Just almost enough to get some pop out of that. But we'll take it. What a show. What a TV. And now it is set in canon. And now we're into the last week of the tour. Atlantis getting re-upped, even though we haven't really booked him a whole lot. But, he's alright, though. You just gotta get some more matches involved and whatnot. So now on to the go-home show, if you will, of the Summer Action Series Tour, Day 5. Day 5 of the Summer Action Series. Here we go. Let's run it. Let's get it. See what happens. Takano Nagano, Minoru Suzuki, and Tetsuya Nagano. Tag match as, obviously, Nakano getting the win. A little pre-show tag match. Obviously, this could have been on the main show, and so because of this, as pre-show match, Hiroshi Hase, Mitsuya Momoto, Hase getting the win. As, Eddie Guerrero, Hirose, they have good chemistry, so, actually great chemistry, so we're gonna probably do that on the TV, and then probably actually even on the main show of the Summer Action Series final show. So, look out for that. Eddie Guerrero taking the fall, though, to Hirose in the tag match. Tarzan Goto and Mike Awesome against Fujiwara Gumi, team of Bad News Allen. And Al Snow, Bad News Allen, hitting the Ghetto Blaster on Mike Awesome. That gets an 80. So, again, the pre-show matches pretty much outperformed. But there, we get Mr. Pogo and Cactus Jack getting the win over the Natural Disasters with thanks to interference and whatnot. So this is basically like a number one contendership again for the finals match with Mr. Pogo and Cactus Jack against the Natural Disasters. They win thanks to interference. So kind of keeps the Natural Disasters protected and whatnot, but also to Cactus Jack bruised John Tenta's buttocks with a botch move, so that's kind of hilarious. What have happened there? And then the Kiritawe, Matsubu Fuchitega Masu, and Liger, and Jado and Gedo, CTU, before CTU is even a thought, in 1989 here. What an awesome six-man team. That's going to be in canon for sure, with Liger and Jado and Gedo in the future. We're going to be doing those six-mans a lot, because that's just perfect. Then the main event, Ishin Gun in Legion of Doom, as Kensuke Sasaki defeats, we get a powerbomb of Terry Gordy over Kunaki Kobayashi, with a powerbomb. A 98A+, nice little go-home main event at the Sapporo Dome here. You can't ask enough for this. Obviously, want to get Terry Gordy and company some momentum going into their title match. As that was not the main event, that was the co-main event. I have mistaken that as the Revolution against the Revolution. Little Revolution six-man tag to send it off. As Toshiaki Kawada pinning Hizugatsu Oya with a high angle powerbomb, getting a little bit more momentum going into his title match with the Revolution leader in Genichiro Tenryu. As again, Tenryu being the goddamn man. Ogawa's doing well. Kobashi's doing great. 97A+, we will gladly take that. As who we're gonna put over here? Obviously Yatsu. He's been killing this tour. Tenryu, and I wonder if let's see here. Is it gonna be Liger? Nope, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be. Well, it's not gonna be him. I tell you that much. It's not gonna be our commentator. Catch it, Gary Albright. There we go. Who's been on a tear? I hit the wrong button. Into the past speeches, and now on to the TV we go. The official go home show before the Summer Action Series 1989 show. Fun times are ahead for sure, as we will catch you guys. Anita's annoyed for some reason. That's kind of weird. Alright, on to the TV we go. Alright, last TV of the tour. Let's run this show. Hell fucking yeah. Alright, so the pre-show match. Mike Awesome, Fuji, Yamazaki, Nakano, as Yamazaki getting the win with the crucifix armbar over Ricky Fuji. Obviously Yamazaki doesn't really need to be in the pre-show, but Ricky Fuji gets his nose fucked up. That was not good. As Hirose Eddie Guerrero again, just, they have great chemistry building up to maybe something better for both guys. As Fujiwara Gumi and the Malenko brothers having a tag match here. Masakatsu and Akira Maeda getting the win over Joe and Dean Malenko, getting a cross arm breaker over Joe Malenko. Surprised this didn't do better, honestly. Obviously, with Joe Malenko being off his game, that kind of hurt a little bit. But still, shouldn't matter. This gets a 99 A+. The main event of the TV Revolution versus All Japan Army, with Ogawa getting the win over Matsuda Fuchi, who's getting a number one contendership, who's getting a title match against Jushin Thunder Liger, too. So that's going to set up, in the future, Ogawa, if, that's kind of like, he's going to be in line, for a future title shot. If Fuchi beats him, or if Fuchi doesn't beat him, if he loses to Liger, either way, Ogawa's really set up to be in that number one contendership spot of the All Japan Junior Heavyweight title on the Summer Action Series 2 tour. That is for sure. But what a show, 92A, we'll take it. 99 main event, that's always great stuff. As now we're all caught up. Now on to the main show. We go into the Summer Action Series 1989 final show. Garrett Albright's complaining about his push, so he's going to be a mid-carder now. It's crazy how much he's gained in pop since being in a tag with John Tenta. I mean, I think he was an opener when the tour started. Now he's a mid-carder, just jumping up higher and higher he's going. Just some great stuff there. Awesome stuff. So on to the Summer Action Series 1989 shows. We're building them up. There we go, into mid-carder. We go. Hell fucking yeah. Garrett Albright killing it. There we go. We'll catch you guys as we're changing that. Also, too, as you see, I have Toshiaki Kawada put down twice. The Kinikobashi Kawada Ogawa 6-man, that's going to be Samsu Fukai. I just now realized that. I think there, and I probably changed it off screen. But that's kind of fun. I even talked about it in the opener of this episode, how he's there, and I didn't catch it until just now. And I was like, wait a minute, I forgot I have him on there twice. So yeah, a little change. The card gets a little changed around, but you'll see. You won't even get to see that getting changed and whatnot. Obviously, that's going to be at that Nagayo Dome. All right, on to, we'll just run the actual final show. We won't say Bad News Allen being a jerk. He gets punched for being an asshole. So that's what you get, Bad News Allen. You bastard. We will see how the rest of the show gets played out. Alrighty. Alright, the Summer Action Series 1989 show is set. 14 matches. 16 if you count the pre-show. Bring a fucking lunch. My god, you're gonna need it. As Mitsuya Momoto Maeda Inoue against Jadon Geto. Jadon Geto getting the win. Obviously, again, running out of time. As this could have honestly been on the main show. No problem, it being an 81B. But Geto getting the win with a Geto clutch over Mitsuya Momoto. Glad they take that. Yamazaki and Killer Khan. Killer Khan getting the win with a Cobra clutch. As then Hiro Saito, Eddie Guerrero, the actual main show. This gets like an 80. Again, we're doing this 3 times now. It's pretty much been the same. Was kind of hoping for something a little bit better. Dr. Wagner Jr. Magic Dragon. Dr. Wagner Jr. getting the win with a Death Valley Driver over Magic Dragon. That gets an 82. A 93A for the Natural Disasters Takano Nagano match. I mean, John Tenta has been doing almost 90s now. So Garrett Albright's been killing it. Obviously, Takano Nagano been killing it for a while. That's a great fucking tag match. What a great tag division we have in All Japan. Every year it feels like the World's Strongest Tag League's getting better and better. As Heavy Metal and Ishingun 6-man tag. As Terry Funk defeats Isamu Teranishi with a pile driver. As again, Terry Funk with a 92. Fucking killing it. Hell yeah. It gets an 86 B+. As then on to this match, Kensuke Sasaki and Hiroshi Hase. Had to give it to Kensuke Sasaki. 91. He's been on fucking fire. An incredible run he's had. Laird getting the win. As a Fujiro Agumi and Joe Kikuchi match of Bad News Allen and Al Stowe, with Bad News Allen taking the fall for being a piece of shit and fighting. As that's what you get, you bastard. You get pinned by Anjo Kikuchi. Hell yeah, that 89A2, did not expect that at all. Didn't think they'd get an A, and they pulled it out for sure. And another A, this time a 91, Legion of Doom over, and Fujiro Agumi, as Fujiro Agumi getting the win, Super Strong Machine getting pinned by Akira Maeda after the capture suplex. That gets a 91A, like I said. as Minoru Suzuki, he's kind of low in mid-80s, which is great for how young he is. And then Maeda Masakatsu Funaki. Masakatsu Funaki's the goddamn man. That's enough to be said there. Then Hawk and Animal killing, as always. 6-man tag of the Revolution. And Owen Hart and the Malenko brothers, 94A, almost an A+, as Ogawa pins Owen Hart now. So now you have Ogawa pinning Masanobu Fuchi, and then even a little bit added extra umph into it, beating Owen Hart here with a backdrop hold. As 94A, Ogawa's on 92, Samson Fukai getting the 90s now, same thing with Kobashi. Just everyone's killing it in this match, God bless them. But then here, 6-man tag, All Japan Army, and, Dory Funk Jr., Ted DiBiase, and Stan Hansen, kind of like the All Japan Gaijin Army, if you will, as Tiger Mask 2 hitting the Tiger Driver and Dory Funk Jr., Jumbo Tsuruta with a 95, Tiger Mask 2 with a 94, Ted DiBiase again with 100. He really should get an actual title shot for the All Japan Triple Crown title. He's been on fire. He deserves it. He really does. Hopefully I can fit that in at some point. Speaking of being on fire, the British Bulldogs, the All Asia Tag Team title match, defense number 8 for them. Dynamite Kid with 100. David Boy Smith almost 100. 91A for Mr. Pogo being like a 78 and whatnot, being weak length, still getting an 8 match. I'll take it. Especially like the All Asia Tag titles. They're supposed to be a mid-card belt, but like for the past year now, they've had like 90, 95 plus matches. It's just, it is what it is. Just the tag division's crazy. As the junior heavyweight title matchup, Masanobu Fuchi, a 2-year journey coming a hold here. He was the champion at the start of the series, and here, 22 episodes, or not 22, 21 episodes in now, rather, he's going to beat Jushin Thunder Liger to be the champion again. Liger could have kept going, obviously, as champion, but just a little change of pace there for Fuchi. And then this, the co-main event, All Japan World Tag Team title matchup. Choshu and Yatsu get the win over Super Vader, Bam Bam, Terry Gordy. That sucks. That's tough, but Yatsu gets 100. Well deserved. That team is on fire. It sucks, too. Now, Super Vader, Bam Bam, they were champions, but to drop the belt so quickly like that does suck for them. But, it is what it is. They're a great team, and Choshu and Yatsu, it could be worse. It could be worse. As 98A plus, though, co-main, we will gladly take that. Let's see if the main event can top it. It does! A 99A plus. Toshiaki Kawada falls short to his mentor in Genichiro Tenryu, defense number 1 of his All Japan Triple Crown heavyweight title. Tenryu killing it. Kawada with a 91, too. That's some great stuff there. 99A plus at Genju Stadium and 48,000 strong. My God. As the angle kind of goes over kind of shitty. This is kind of the post-match of them kind of embracing afterwards. As 97A plus, though, increased the pop in all the regions, even though Mike Awesome was slightly overused. As, my God, this episode definitely going to be talked about as, very different, obviously, with having to speed it up. Again, I'm very sorry. Apologize. Yeah, this sucks. This always sucks when shit happens like this and shit gets fucked up. And, I gotta put the blame on myself. I really do. I could have done a better job seeing it. Should have just checked it. Usually, I don't know what the fuck happened to OBS, but the little year-end results so far of the end of the year awards, fucking Kawada, rest of the year, company of the year, piece of shit, New Japan. Tag team of the year, Tenryu and Kawada. That's kind of weird. Match of the year was the 100 match from Ted DiBiase, Stan Hansen, and the Revolution of Tenryu and Hizakatsu. Oh yeah, show of the year, I believe, was also from the Excite series, the finals of the Excite series 1989 show. That was huge. Young Wrestler of the Year, Kenta Kobashi. That's pretty on point. And I think that's it for as far as All Japan guys go. No, Ricky Morton. There you go, signed him up. And now we're in a rest period, of course, 2 months off. As that will do it for the episode. As hopefully episode 22, oh man, goes a hell of a lot better. And it's a full episode. It's not some 40-minute episode like this one is. As I will catch you guys next Saturday. Take care, everyone.